Hey there, everyone. Happy Wednesday here. It's Shelly Levi, and tonight I wanted to chat with you a little bit more about some of the things you might want to know before you start your CBD oil. So, for some people that are just getting started, I've had them reach out to me. And I had some people message me. They were kind of curious on what to do. So they hadn't ordered from me. They had actually picked it up, a CBD oil up from somewhere else. But they had no instructions or any idea or guidance on how to get started and how to use it. And what's so important for each and every one of you guys to know when you get going with this is, in order to get the best results, you kind of want to have someone that knows a little bit about this and maybe has experience with it, and that can guide you through this process, because everyone is different. The dosage that works for me may be different than the dosage that's going to work for some of you. Hey Jesse, thanks for jumping on tonight. So these are some of the things that you want to keep in mind. I love helping out people, whether they're buying from me or not. I'm there to guide people because I see what this can do and I know how it can help people, and I could care less if they're getting it from me, but I want to be able to help people. But I really, really want you guys to know the importance of having someone there that's knowledgeable, that can guide you through this. So here's a few tips that you want to keep in mind when you get going here. Now, as you get started, how many drops you're going to start with is going to be dependent on how strong your CBD oil is. Again, how many drops you are going to start with is going to be dependent on how strong your CBD oil is. So that is important information to keep in mind. The next thing is, how are you taking it? Is it a topical? Is it an oil that you're doing underneath the tongue? If it's an oil, you want to make sure that you aren't swallowing it, that you're allowing it to absorb under the tongue for a minute or so. And as you're starting to get up in higher doses, you might have to hold it under the tongue longer, more like 2 to 3 minutes, for it to get into the system and do its work. I find that as people are getting up higher in doses, they are not doing that. They're only holding it for a short period of time, and they aren't getting the full effect, or they're losing some of the results that they had gotten from before. So some other things to keep in mind as you get going, and why it's important to have someone guiding you along the way. It's not uncommon for the people that I start with, when they start with their first dose, again, depending on what strength of oil they're starting with, when they start with that first dose, very few people get any significant or any noticeable changes in those first 3 to 4 days. Very few people will get that. But there are some who do. But then that's where I'm there to be able to help guide you. If you are one of those people that needs to bump up their dose, or maybe you're one of those people that needs to decrease the dose. And by me asking you the right questions, we can figure that out on what is the right direction for you. Maybe you're one of those people that comes to me and tells me, man, Shelly, I'm into day 3 on this and I'm really tired. My first question to them is going to be, how much water are you drinking? Because again, that's another important key piece to this. You have to make sure that you're consuming enough water throughout the day to flush those toxins and to flush that stuff out of the body that the CBD is breaking down. And if that doesn't occur, if that's not getting flushed out, you're going to probably feel a little tired, maybe even a mild headache, or maybe a little nausea. Again, if you're not getting enough water in. But that's just giving you an idea of some of the things that I'm looking for when I'm working with my customers and making sure they're getting the best results with this. Because some people it's going to take a little bit more time than others. And also knowing, how do you guide around other medications? How do you guide around your workout schedule, your eating and drinking? I've had a few people that, we're trying to figure out what is a good timetable for them, and the importance of staying consistent. This isn't something that you take one time a day. A lot of your CBD oils only stay in the system, your THC-free ones, maybe 6 to 8 hours. Your full spectrum might get up to 12 hours, hence why we have people doing it twice a day. So these are all key pieces that I can share and do with you along the way to make sure this is working like it should for you. But if you're one of those people that just grab that CBD oil off the shelf, and I'm not saying that CBD oil isn't a good CBD oil, because there are some good brands out there, but what I'm saying is sometimes there's a benefit to maybe buying from someone that you like, know, and trust, and that has your health and your best interest at heart, that can really help and guide you along the way. So there are a few benefits that do come with that. All right. I hope this helps give you an idea on how to get started with your CBD oil, especially if you don't have someone that's helping you right now. Please know that I'm here and available to help answer any of your questions. Like I said, I want people to see success with this. And so don't be afraid to reach out to me. Message me with anything. I'm here to help you guys out. All right. Now, if you have more questions, or maybe you're jumping on and you're wondering, what the hell is all this CBD talk about? If you're wanting to learn more about this and how it's helping so many people out there, again, drop a comment below or message me, and I can put you in one of my Facebook groups that has so much information about the CBD oil, the science behind it, how this is working in the body, how this is helping with so many people and really changing lives. All right. You guys have a great night here, and thank you so much for jumping on or catching the replay. All right. Bye-bye now.